Okay, today I'm going to be talking about a topic that bothers me, and I really wish I didn't have to make a video about it, because I think most people should know, but it's not their fault if they don't, because most ranges don't actually make you go through a course before you shoot. They make sure that you know how to shoot a bow, but if you're, like, say you're a hunter and you've never really shot at a range, you don't really know what to do. So I'm just making a video to talk about that. Alright, I'm going to be talking about archery range etiquette. First off, I want to say that archery probably has, because I've played sports, I play a lot of sports, but out of every sporting community, I think that archery has the best community. And most people are really good about the rules that the archery range sets out. But some people just haven't looked at the list, or they just think that they know because they've been shooting at a different range for years, and they just think that every range has the same rules. And some of these things are just, they're not actually rules. You don't have to do what I say, but it's just polite, you know? So, yeah, they can't really make it a 100% required rule. This is just being polite. Some people just don't understand the rules. Alright, so number one, something that I really like about archery is that when you go to a range, loads of people talk to you. It's not like when you think about archery, if you haven't done archery, you think, man, archery must be really lonely, because most people don't shoot with loads of teammates and stuff. But it's really not. You're talking with everyone at the range, or most people at the range. And you get to know people every time that you go. Or you get to know people better every time that you go shooting. So, number one of the rules that I want to say is that feel free to talk, except while someone is shooting. When I have the bow string held back to my face, I'm not going to be talking to you. I don't want to talk to you. I'll, of course, respond because I don't want to seem rude. But just can you wait till I'm done with my set and then you can talk to me? And I'm guilty of this. The first time that I started doing archery, I was really guilty of this. I would go up to people while they were at full draw and just start talking and yammering away. This is the thing. I don't care if people are talking behind me or talking around me, but I care when they start talking to me while I'm shooting, because then I get distracted and I don't shoot as well. There's like exceptions to this rule, like if you're talking to your friend that you brought, because my friend Trey, who's been in another video or two of mine before this, he and I, we always shoot together. Whenever I go to the range, I always say, hey Trey, come to the range with me, and we shoot together. And we have a fun time, and most of the time we'll be talking to each other while we're at full draw. But the thing is, I know that when we're doing that, we're not trying to go for a score. We've normally just hung up a bunch of balloons on the target, and we're trying to see who can shoot the most, the fastest. So when we're talking to each other, it is like we're trying to distract each other because we want to win the competition. But I'm not about to go up to some random person and start talking to them while they're at full draw. That's not what you do, in my opinion. I don't know. Number two. This is really annoying. Stop the grunts. If you ever went to an archery range, you will know the people that grunt when they miss the shot. It bothers everyone in the range. We know that you can do better. You don't have to emphasize that this is unnatural to miss. Everyone misses, but we don't always go "Rah!" when when we miss, or "Rah!" They always do that. That's an exaggeration. That's a major exaggeration, but they do grunt, and that's annoying. That's the worst. Don't do it anymore. Another thing is, that was rule 2, by the way, or my rules. These aren't actual rules. You can go to your range and grunt and talk and all the other rules as well. But rule number 3 is share the targets, okay? The way that my range is set up, if your range can only get like one target on each bale or each target, they can only get one target face per person, and you can't fit any more on the thing that you're shooting at. It's completely fine. You don't need to share that. I don't want to shoot at the same target as you. But if the way that my range is set up is that you can fit 2 targets, or 3 technically. Yeah, about 3 targets per bale, or per bale, virtually. But you don't need to put your target in the very middle so you're the only person shooting at it. That is so rude. And like, if you are in a range by yourself or with only a couple more people, I really enjoy just taking up the whole bale. I put my target in the very center. But as soon as more people start showing up, I move my target over so more people can shoot. Because I don't want to cut into their time. Alright, okay. That was rule 3. Now, rule 4. Don't give advice about the bows you don't shoot. One of the things that I love about archery is that everyone is so willing to give advice to each other. Even when they're competing against other people, they are giving advice. They are trying to make everyone a better archer. Nobody goes into a range thinking, I really want other people to not succeed. Everyone wants them to do better. And I love how people are so willing to give advice. But if you are a compound shooter, don't give advice to recurves. If you are a recurve shooter, don't give advice to compounds. If you're a traditional, don't give advice to either. Because they are completely different animals. A recurve and a compound and a longbow, they are not the same thing one bit. And so this old guy, he's a really cool guy. He goes to my range, I see him a bunch. And he's really helped me when I shoot compound. That's what he shoots the most. He shoots compound. I shoot every type of bow, okay? I shoot longbow, traditional. I shoot traditional longbow, traditional recurve, target recurve, and compound bows. I shoot everything. I shoot crossbows even. I own like all those things. And I don't always give out advice, but like if I'm going to give out advice, I make sure that I'm correct. But, so this old guy, he really helped me out. He really helped me out to become a better archer when I'm shooting compound. But so, there was another person that went to the range who was shooting a recurve bow. And there were a bunch of compound archers are trying to give them advice, and they're giving them completely wrong advice. So, I go over to this guy, and he's like, and I say to him, oh no, I think you might have, said that it's actually blah blah blah. I don't really remember what I said, but I know that I was right. And he's like, oh no, thanks for your input, but actually it's this way. He was completely wrong, and that bothered me so much. I'm not angry at this guy. This guy is such a cool guy, and I don't know if I could ever be mad at him. He is awesome, but he was wrong, and that annoyed me. So you should only give advice about the bow that you know how to shoot the best. Okay, and 5. This is the rule that is most important to everyone at the range. And if you are doing this, you need to stop. You need to stop immediately doing what you were doing. Don't make people wait hours for you to shoot. Everyone at the range has pay, or unless they don't have to pay, they've set up something else with the range. Don't make people wait hours for you to shoot. Okay? We all know these people. Because most people understand that while other people are shooting, you can't go retrieve your arrows. That's dangerous, and that's understandable. But here's what I think. This is what I think. When everybody I always check after every arrow that I shoot. I always check to see if people are still shooting. Because when people are still shooting, that you can shoot as long as you like. But when there's two people, when you become one of the last 3 people shooting, here's the thing. I think that you should shoot 2 more arrows. If you are the last 2 if you are the person and the other person is shooting, yeah, I think you should shoot about 1 arrow. And if you are the only person shooting, shoot 1 arrow, okay? Nobody minds if you shoot one extra arrow. But don't! If you are the last person shooting, literally people do this all the time. They don't even know what they're doing. These could be the nicest people out there. And they shoot like 6 arrows and make everyone wait. They make everyone wait. And it is so annoying. It's just the worst. I just don't want them to continue. But literally, they shoot. You shouldn't be shooting more than 3 arrows when you're the last person shooting. I think you should shoot. I think 2 arrows is too many. I'm sorry that I had to go on such a rant today. Thank you for watching. I am so surprised. One of my videos reached about 300 views. And that's crazy. And my other video reached 200 views. So thank you so much. I haven't uploaded for 3 weeks. I'm sorry about that. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Please subscribe or like. Thank you.